Oh, Universal Studios. What are you doing here? On top of the world, or at least on top of Tokyo. Hello. Hi.
目の前におやつを置いてみます。彼がどういう風に食べるのかちょっとね見ててください。じゃあいきますよ。はい、ロックどうぞ。あ、ロックは今日は食べれる？食べれる？で、どいちゃいました。この子が来たらどいて。
We're in Knoebels. We're at Knoebels right now.
That's good. I'm not a sour cream guy, but
Rita's tastes different. The fifth one. Okay. I think I like him the most.
I like your point of view.
plans. It's been a wild few weeks. I barely filmed at all for the second half of being in Japan. I feel like as we got further on the trip, I lived on my phone a bit less and less. I took less pictures, less videos, definitely did not talk to the camera at all after the first couple days. We were just so busy and running all over the place. I was averaging like 20,000 steps a day. It was crazy. And I honestly was just so tired at the end of the day that I didn't get any editing done. I barely wanted to talk to the camera. I was having such a great time, which is the point. And also I was traveling with friends, which for me always makes it a bit harder to film and edit because I just want to spend time with people I care about. Whereas when I'm alone, I'm definitely a lot more in the work mindset, and I feel like it's good to have a balance, of course. So that's why the second half of this trip, even though I'll be with my parents, I will hopefully be getting some editing done on the cruise ship. Little bit of a recap though, me and 3 friends recently went to Osaka, Kyoto, and Tokyo in Japan. We came home last night, they all went home, and I stayed in New York. I'm going back to JFK in about half an hour to get on a flight to Florida to meet my parents, so we can all fly to Panama to get a cruise ship for 2 weeks. So this is the second half of my journey. I did end up with an entire extra suitcase from Japan. My friends and I had this plan, we'd go carry-on only bring our backpacks on the way there, and then on the way back in the last few days we'd get a suitcase and we'd all check a bag full of souvenirs so we wouldn't have to worry. And I did in fact check a suitcase full of souvenirs. Half of it was like a pair of shoes and some anime merch and gifts for friends, and the other half was like my heavy jacket that I brought and some snacks. And so that all got sent home with my friends. I will just be going back to a backpack, and I don't need much for the next 2 weeks just because most things are paid for. It's gonna be hot and there will be laundry. The weather in Japan wasn't too bad. It was a bit rainy and cold some nights, but most days were pretty pleasant, so that was really awesome. Although I am really excited to be in hot weather, in the sun, getting a tan, wearing shorts. I'm so happy. But I need to get going in about 15 minutes to catch the shuttle back to the airport, so this was a quick update, a quick, hi, I'm still alive, I can still talk to the camera, that kind of thing. If you don't already, follow me on Instagram. It's in the description below, same name as YouTube. I post almost real time about all of my adventures on my story highlights. It's my photography, reviews of things, little stories. So they're all labeled under each trip. But I post on there a lot more than I do on YouTube. So if you're ever curious about my travels, that's probably where you're going to find more updates. But on that note, I do have to get going, so I will see you guys very soon. Let's go.